What if reality is just one big collective dream? In the next 5 minutes, you'll discover how everything you think is real might actually be something we're all dreaming together. Right now, your brain is trapped inside your skull, separated from the outside world by bone and skin. Everything you perceive, every color, every sound, every sensation, is actually your brain's interpretation of signals it receives. Your brain doesn't actually see reality directly. Instead, it constructs a version of reality based on incomplete information, filling in the gaps with assumptions, memories, and expectations. It's constantly hallucinating, and we call this hallucination seeing. But here's where it gets strange. What if everyone on Earth is doing the same thing? What if we're all hallucinating the same basic reality and agreeing on what it should look like? Consider money. It has no inherent value. It's just paper and metal. Yet we all agree it means something, and that shared belief gives it power. Billions of people are dreaming the same dream about currency. Countries don't actually exist as physical things. They're lines on a map that we collectively agreed to draw. Borders, governments, laws, they're all shared concepts we dream into existence together. The psychologist Carl Jung noticed something remarkable. People from different cultures, separated by thousands of miles, had the same symbols appearing in their dreams. The same archetypes, the same psychological patterns. Jung called this the collective unconscious. Perhaps it's not just a psychological concept. Perhaps it's evidence that we're literally connected to a shared dream layer of reality that transcends individual minds. When you were born, you didn't invent language, you inherited it. You didn't create your culture's values, you absorbed them. We're all born into a pre-existing dream, shaped by billions of minds before us. Think about how quickly beliefs spread. During the pandemic, entire populations shifted their understanding of reality almost overnight. Not because of physical facts, but because we collectively decided to believe something new. What we call objective reality might just be the result of billions of brains reaching consensus on what they're experiencing. The more people agree on something, the more real it becomes. Here's a mind-bending question. If everyone dreamed the exact same dream, wouldn't that dream become indistinguishable from reality? And if we're all dreaming the same world together, how would we even know the difference? Our sense of individual identity itself might be part of the dream. You have a name, a past, an ego, but these are all narratives your brain constructed. In the larger dream, maybe there's no you separate from everyone else. When you dream at night, your brain creates an entire world from nothing, complete with characters, emotions, and physics. What if what you call waking life is just a much more stable, shared, and slower dream? The quantum physicists have found something unsettling. Reality doesn't seem to exist in any definite state until it's observed. Observation collapses the wave function. In a sense, reality crystallizes from potential only when consciousness pays attention to it. If billions of conscious observers are constantly collapsing quantum possibilities through their perception, then consciousness itself is literally creating the physical world. We're all co-dreamers of reality. But if this is true, if we're all dreaming together, then we have an extraordinary power. What if by changing our collective beliefs and expectations, we could literally reshape the world? History shows us this is already happening. We abolished slavery not because the physical world changed, but because our collective dream of what's acceptable changed. We transformed marriage, democracy, and human rights through shifts in shared consciousness. The structures we think are most real, governments, economies, social hierarchies, are actually the most fragile. They only exist because we keep agreeing to the dream. The moment enough people stop believing in them, they collapse. This isn't to say reality is meaningless. Quite the opposite. If we're all dreaming this together, then our dreams matter profoundly. Every choice, every belief, every act of consciousness shapes the dream we're all experiencing. The pain you feel is real. The joy you experience is real. The love between people is real. These might exist within a shared dream, but they're not any less real for it. If reality is a collective dream, then we're not victims of circumstances. We're architects of our shared world. Every belief we accept, every story we tell, every vision we hold shapes what becomes possible. The global crises we face, environmental destruction, inequality, conflict, they're all symptoms of a nightmare. But if we're the ones dreaming it, we can choose to dream something better. The question isn't whether reality is a collective dream or not. The question is, what are you going to do with the knowledge that your consciousness is co-creating the world you're experiencing? Because if this is true, then right now, in this moment, you're not just a passive observer. You're an active dreamer, participating in the construction of reality itself. Your thoughts matter. Your beliefs shape the world. What collective dream will we choose to dream together? That's the most important question we can ask ourselves. And the answer begins with understanding that we already have the power to shape it.